So, und das Thema heute ist Possessivpronomen. Herzlich willkommen zum Podcast. Today we're talking about German possessive pronouns. Yes, you heard correctly. It's going to be a little bit grammar, but as usual, I try not to take it too serious. Let's have fun with the German grammar. So, as you probably know, the endings of the possessive pronoun change based on the gender and based on the case. The cases are nominative, accusative, dative, genitive, and the genders, masculine, feminine, neutral, and plural. Okay, so also I wrote an article on this topic, and you can find the link in that article for that article in the show notes, and there will also be a quiz and a hopefully very helpful table for you to understand those funny possessive pronouns a bit better. Okay, so, wir fangen erstmal mit dem Easy Mode an. So, okay. Was ist das Geschlecht für Buch? Also, welchen Artikel verwenden wir für Buch? Das Buch, richtig. Okay. And now, do you say now, this is my book? Das ist mein Buch. Mein Buch. Und dieses mein, das ist das Possessivpronomen. Und natürlich haben wir noch andere Possessivpronomen. Also mein ist my, aber für weiblich wäre es meine. So for example, die Pflanze, the plant, this is my plant. It would be, das ist meine Pflanze. Meine Pflanze, nicht mein Pflanze. And what's the gender for der? Oh mein Gott, jetzt habe ich es schon gesagt. Mein Gott, der Stift. Richtig. The gender is der. So, and how do you now say, this is my pen? Das ist mein Stift. Yes, correct. It's similar or the same, such as das. So, das ist mein Buch, das ist mein Stift. However, Stift is der Stift. All right, now that I've confused you sufficiently, let's continue with what types of possessive pronouns we have. So, my would be mein oder meine. Your would be dein oder deine. His would be sein oder seine. Her would be ihr oder ihre. Its would be sein oder seine. Our would be unser oder unsere. Your, like you guys plural, would be euer oder eure. Und dann the last one, the they or you polite, would be ihr oder ihre. Okay, und das sind die ganzen Possessivpronomen. So, lass uns nochmal weitermachen mit dem Nominativ. How do you say, this is his book? This is his book. Das ist sein Buch. Das ist sein Buch. How do you say, that's her plant? Das ist ihre Pflanze. Ihre Pflanze. Her plant. Nominativ feminin. If you're using the table, you need to look where it says nominative, and then you have to look where it is for her oder sie, and then you need to find it under the feminine, die Pflanze. Okay, and then the cuddle toy. Do you have any idea what the cuddle toy in German is? Yes, correct. Das Kuscheltier, the cuddle animal. Das Kuscheltier. So, how do you say, this is my cuddle animal, toy, thing, bear? Das ist mein Kuscheltier. Richtig, mein Kuscheltier. Okay, easy peasy. Lass uns weitermachen mit dem Akkusativ. Okay, so. If we are having a sentence like this one, ich nehme meinen Stift in die Hand. Here the mein changes to meinen. The same way how der changes to den. So the normal article masculine changes from nominative der to accusative masculine den. And that same en ending we are also using here for the possessive pronouns. Mein Gott, so simple, right? Easy, I know. German is a funny language. Ich nehme meinen Stift in die Hand. Meinen. So I take my pen in the hand. Something like that. I don't know. Don't judge me on the creativity of my sentences. Next one. The camera. Do you know the gender for camera? Die Kamera. I would have also not known that. I mean, you can ask me what's camera in French and then what's the gender. I don't know. At least there it's a 50-50 chance. Here it's a 1/3 chance, which makes it even more difficult. And how do you now say in German using the perfect, not the Präteritum, using the perfect, I sold my camera. Ich habe meine Kamera verkauft. I sold my camera, or I have my camera sold, if you want to directly translate it. Ich habe meine Kamera verkauft. Meine. Feminin, Akkusativ. What is earrings in German? Richtig, die Ohrringe. Usually they come in pairs, so die Ohrringe, let's use the plural here. So I can, or I see, without the can, just I see her earrings. Ich sehe ihre Ohrringe. Ich sehe ihre Ohrringe. Also Plural und dann ihre mit einem E am Ende. Again, use the table if you want. You can use the link to the article, or you just Google German possessive pronouns. It helps, trust me. Okay, he asks his boss. He asks, or he is asking, present tense, he is asking his boss. Er fragt seinen Chef. Usually Germans don't say seinen so clearly. You often hear people also just say, er fragt seinen Chef. Also so ein bisschen weicher. Man kann das seinen nicht so ganz klar hören. Aber wir schreiben das. Er fragt seinen Chef. Ja, und Chef auf Deutsch ist nicht der Koch, sondern der Boss. Okay, so, das war Akkusativ. Jetzt kommen wir zum Dativ. Yes, Dativ. What was the rule for dative again? Correct, it's the indirect object. So, in German we would ask wem oder was. And in English you might ask for whom or to whom is something being done. And if the answer is that thing, then you know it's probably dative. Then there are also other rules like prepositions, after which we always use the dative case, or Dativverben. Zum Beispiel Dativverben wie helfen, to help, oder danken, not making a basketball move. Danken means to thank. Or to congratulate, gratulieren. So, I am giving my wife a pen. How would you say that? And so, to whom or for whom, in this case, to whom do I give a pen? Yes, my wife. So that's why my wife is in the dative. And how does mein Stift, oder meine Frau in this case, how does this change now in the dative? Exactly the same as die Frau changes to der Frau in the dative. So, ich gebe meiner Frau einen Stift. And as you grammar geek also have probably figured out that einen Stift is in the accusative. Congratulations! All right, so next one. Sorry, mein Gott, I already want to tell you. Also, I am helping my father. I am helping my father. Ich helfe meinem Vater. Richtig, der Vater wird dem Vater im Dativ und mein Vater wird meinem Vater hier im Dativ bei den Possessivpronomen. Easy peasy. Okay, lass uns mal weitermachen. Nächster Satz. He is playing with his dog. Er spielt mit seinem Hund. Er spielt mit seinem Hund. Why is the dog in the dative? Correct. Mit is a dative preposition. And after that we're using the dative case. So, sein Hund im Nominativ ändert sich zu seinem Hund im Dativ. Next one. Mein Gott, ich will dir immer gleich die Antwort geben. Erstmal die Frage. I drink from my cup. I'm drinking from my cup. Ich trinke aus meiner Tasse. Die Tasse, feminine, becomes der Tasse. And so meine Tasse becomes meiner Tasse. Yes, it all makes sense, right? Maybe not everything, but a lot of it hopefully makes sense. So, and aus is, you've already guessed it, correct, a dative preposition. Beautiful. All right, let's do the next one. We have to help our friends. We have to help our friends. I mean, you could also say we want to help our friends, but maybe there is a different situation or something. So, we have to help our friends. Wir müssen unseren Freunden helfen. Wir müssen unseren Freunden helfen. Richtig. Also die Freunde und dann im Dativ Plural unseren Freunden. Beautiful. Okay, so. Und Dativ Plural, du hast natürlich dann noch ein N am Ende. Also die Freunde, Nominativ, aber den Freunden oder unseren Freunden in the dative plural, the noun gets most of the time an N at the end. Just to make it more complicated. All right, now the genitive. And then we are done. Don't worry, we don't have 8 cases, just with 4 is enough. Okay, so what was the genitive again? Correct. It shows the belonging. Yeah. So, the example sentence, the pen of my wife is black. Yes. So that shows the relation. The pen of my wife is black. So that's how it works. So my wife is in the genitive, im Genitiv. Der Stift meiner Frau ist schwarz. Der Stift meiner Frau ist schwarz. Also die Frau ist der Frau im Genitiv und meine Frau ist meiner Frau dann auch im Genitiv. Bei den Possessivpronomen. And last sentence, my buddy's headphones are expensive. And the German word that I use for buddy, like mate or something like that, is Kumpel. So, and in German, we don't say my buddy's headphones, we say the headphones of my buddy. So, der Kopfhörer meines Kumpels ist teuer. My buddy's headphones are or is expensive. I don't know, is that singular or plural in headphones in English? You tell me. So, der Kopfhörer meines Kumpels ist teuer. So, der Kumpel, maskulin, singular, becomes in genitive des Kumpels. And mein Kumpel becomes meines Kumpels. Yes. All right. So again, there is a beautiful table that you can look at, but don't just look at it, also try to understand it. And I'm trying to put some quiz questions into that article. All right, so this was the Podcast-Episode. Das war die Podcast-Episode für heute, Possessivpronomen. Das ist wahrscheinlich ein Thema, was wir heute häufiger üben könnten, weil das nicht so einfach ist, das einmal zu verstehen. Das bedarf Übung. Okay, actually, let me quiz you. What was the cuddle toy, the cuddle animal in German? Yes, das Kuscheltier. Richtig. And you should always end the episode on the best mood, something like that. Anyway, this was the end of the episode. Before you turn off, you might want to know that I'm running a conversation group and I've added a few more slots due to the higher demand. So especially if you're in Europe and in America, I think those slots might be quite helpful for you. But also, I don't know, if you're anywhere else in the world, you can still have lessons with me. But the time slots might be a tiny little less good for you. But Europe and America, I think I've covered that. I need 2 Toms in order to cover the whole world, I guess. Why is the Conversation Club awesome? So there are obviously live lessons with me, and it's up to 5 students. So we're a very small group, which is good because then you can talk a lot. And that's the idea. I want you to talk a lot. I will send you an email to prepare, usually an article to read, a video to watch, questions to answer, a presentation to prepare, or something like that, on that topic that we want to talk about then in that lesson in the group. So, but the idea is that it's almost like meeting in a cafe or in a bar and have a conversation with friends. So, but the advantage is that I can also correct you, and because I'm bilingual, you don't know a word, you can ask me in English and I can immediately translate it for you and help you with that. But the idea is that we speak German all the time, as much as we can. Yeah. So, and kind of, my ideas or my task actually is to make you feel comfortable and engaged so that you can practice speaking. That's my task. And maybe I sneak in a little bit of grammar here and there. But confidence in speaking and wiring your brain so that you practice speaking German, that's the goal. Okay. And if you bring a friend, you and your friend will get a free one-on-one lesson with me as a referral offer. Think about it. That's a pretty cool offer. So if you like the podcast, share it with your friends, share it with your family, or share it on social media. Thank you very much. Tschüssikowski und bis zum nächsten Mal.